Alright, so it's the day before Wrath is launching, and I thought it would be fun to make a quick video talking about TBC, the Burning Crusade, and my experience. Entering TBC after playing vanilla kind of casually, not seeing the endgame content, not really playing at a particularly high level, I wasn't too sure what to expect for the Burning Crusade. For those who may remember, this was an expansion that I wanted to play back when it released in like 2006 or whatever it was. But due to bad computer, I wasn't able to, so I played other games. And I never really played retail. I've never raided in retail up until Classic, so at this point, still very new to the game. Wouldn't consider myself very good at all. During the time of TBC Classic launching, we kind of went through a second lockdown. I also had some time off work for personal reasons, so it was kind of destiny for me to play a lot. So about a week and a half into TBC, I made the first raid team. This was a 10-man raid team, and the first raid we did was Crusade. At this point, we have never done any 10-man content before. We had ended vanilla doing 40-man raids and 20-man raids, so 10-mans was a bit different. It meant people were going to miss out, and people did, and people got very angry with me that I was forming a group and they weren't invited. It was actually kind of hilarious now that I think back at it. But anyway, we pretty much cleared the whole thing in the first night, which is really fun. I'd never raided before. I never really organized a raid before, so this was super exciting. We basically cleared all of it because we didn't kill the 2 dragons in this raid. One was called, I think, Neverspite, and one was Nightbane. Nightbane we couldn't finish because it involved a quest chain to unlock him, but oh my god, he was pain. It took us a few weeks to finish him off, but it was very rewarding once we did get it. This is literally our clip of killing it.
Well done,
Nice
guys.
work. Nice work.
That's
You
how
ain't
it's done.
done yet.
Fuck you, you dumb dragon cunt.
Well done.
Fuck.
Congrats, guys. That's awesome.
The other 2 raids of phase 1 were kind of a joke. It was there was just like 2 bosses, or technically 3. So Gruul's Lair had just, you know, the first boss and the second boss, and then Magtheridon was just Magtheridon. They were pretty fun and challenging. Magtheridon, getting that kill was super rewarding. I remember doing the prog that night. It was our last attempt of the night, and we actually did get it. But phase 1 was kind of a joke in my eyes. Like, it wasn't super difficult. Phase 2 was when I think TBC kind of started, because these were like the real raids. SSC, or Serpenstein Cavern, was awesome. Gearing wise for my class, it was probably the most exciting because I literally replaced everything that I was wearing, even though I looked like an absolute clown. The bosses were super unique, and I didn't mind the mechanics for most of the bosses. The same with Tempest Keep. Actually, I take that back. Allah was probably the worst fight I've ever done, and I was probably my least favorite fight in all of TBC. So the guild I entered TBC with, I soon left. We kind of hit a wall in phase 2, not being able to clear the last 2 bosses of Tempest Keep and Serpenstein Cavern. Lady Vash was just too difficult for us. We were kind of casual, and we had lots of internal problems with the guild. Politics kind of kicked in. People with power that shouldn't have had power took effect, and without going into too much detail, I left. I had enough of it, and I was ready to quit. It wasn't until I saw a post on our Realms Discord server that they were looking for my class, which was a Ret Paladin, and I joined a guild called Gondor Calls for Raid. First of all, the name is fucking hilarious, and I needed to be in that guild. And 2, they were a really fun bunch. I kind of wasn't sure if I wanted to keep playing. I had never really played at a higher level before, and this guild was definitely playing at a much higher level than my previous guild. And they were extremely fun. Like, the banter was insane. It took me a few weeks to kind of fit in, but once I did, it was awesome. I had this hilarious moment of me falling off one of the platforms on my trial raid, and which still to this day is a meme, and you know what, I'm quite proud of it. This is still the guild that I'm raiding with now, and I finished SSC and TK phase 2 with these guys, and it was awesome. Going into Black Temple and actually progging with the guild for the first time was really fun. Black Temple it's a fun raid, but it was too easy. I'm not going to talk about Mount Hyjal because Mount Hyjal sucks, but Black Temple was super fun. Illidan was a really iconic fight, and the fact he could drop legendaries was always like super exciting, always like, will he drop it, will he not? Our Illidan kill was super hilarious, right? So at this point, everyone had died, but one of our shamans anked, which means they come back to life. And Maev, who is the NPC that pops up towards the end of the fight, actually gets the killing blow and wins it for us. So our first kill was super scuffed, but I had it on stream, and it was hilarious to look back to.
Go, mate!
Oh, she got it.
What?
What?
My recon got it.
I think literally the next week or the week after we got our first glaive, and as you can see, our rogue was very happy.
See a doctor! Like,
Yes! Main hand.
Yes! Yes!
I called it.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Zardoom as
Wow.
well. Fucking huge.
Right.
Hugely.
Oh my god.
Look at that
it's wrong.
dagger, Dan. Isn't that the one you want, dude?
Oh yeah, fuck the glaive. I want the shard.
Give Shady one the...
Skipping all of that and going straight to Sunwell. Sunwell was extremely fun. This content was not easy, and it was kind of proven. There was not many guilds in our realm that were clearing this content. We took our time. We eventually did get Kill Jaden down.
Shields up.
Shields up.
Red.
How many shields we got left?
No, minion.
A good shot
Melee.
left.
Meteor, melee.
Camule, ready to stack, ready to stack. Stack, get us a shield. Show us the shield. Show me the shield.
Come on, I'll make this. Yeah.
Fucking die!
Alright, I'll get last one.
Oh, you big piece. See ya!
Woo!
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What is this?
It's over!
Photos in the chat.
Dude.
We've completed TBC! I think overall, Sunwell was probably my favorite raid. Both in terms of loot, the loot was really exciting. It was just massive upgrades for everyone on a whole another level in terms of how good it was. The bosses were really fun. Muru was a pain in the ass. I think anyone who's progged Muru will understand how much of a pain that fight is. But getting the kill and then smoothly kill it almost every single week was really, really rewarding. It's one of those fights where one person fucks up, you're probably going to wipe. Kill Jaden as well, it wasn't too bad of a fight. I think for a melee, it's pretty straightforward. You just don't stand in fire, don't blow people up, and just kill boss. Very, very good. So that was a very quick summary of my TBC adventure. I feel like I played this expansion to its fullest. I leveled many characters, I've spent a stupid amount of time playing, but it was awesome. It was certainly an interesting start. After I led my first Karazhan and cleared that, I became an officer of the guild I was in, and literally the next day, our guild master left. So the leadership of my first guild was kind of like, oh, who's this going to? The guy that took over as guild master is literally like, looking back now, is fucking hilarious. I've never met more of a man-child who is meant to be an adult, and it's something that I think I will always look back and kind of laugh at. As shit as it was at the time, unbelievable. Anyway, I think people will argue, but to me, he was the sole reason why this guild disbanded in the end, which I'm thankful for. It sounds terrible, but because of this, I found my new guild and my new place, and this is where I definitely fit in more, and I've made so many more friends. I still have all those friends from the old guild, and they are still in my life, and they're awesome. I have made many friends throughout the last 16 months. I've lost many friends, I've made enemies, and yeah. So some of my favorite highlights of TBC, they're not really highlights, they're kind of bad. So during phase 1 with my Karazhan group, we had one hunter in our Karazhan group, and he had never gotten the bow. The bow just didn't drop. It dropped for like every other group multiple times, but our group just could not get this bow, and it was a pretty big upgrade at the time, so you know, it was kind of a big deal. He just happened to lose internet. I can't remember if it was because of a storm or just internet issues, but towards like the end of the night, he just couldn't join back, so we had to get someone else to fill in. And of course, we got the kill and it dropped. This was our reaction. It's so bad. 10 seconds. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Fury, didn't we?
Oh my god. Don't.
Oh no! Oh
Next
no!
piece. Oh.
Let me disenchant it. It'll be fun.
No, don't. That's fucked.
No.
I feel bad now.
Fuck.
But the chances are, if we do him tomorrow night, it doesn't drop. Like, there's no way. There's no way that RNG.
No one tell tech. No one tell tech.
And as you can imagine, he was not pleased. Another highlight, not that I'm too into passes, I got my first 99 pass, which was really awesome. That was kind of rewarding at the time because I was like, oh, I'm finally getting good. Getting the Maru kill was super rewarding, like I said before, as well as the Kill Jaden kill, because for me that was like, oh, we've completed TBC. That was really fun. And recently we, because we're currently in pre-patch, well, as of today, tomorrow will be Wrath, but I did the For the Alliance achievement, which is killing all the bosses at the Horde bases. Horde cities, sorry. As someone who's played barely any Horde, I didn't even know where these bosses were, so this was super exciting. Even though I had like 5 frames during it, it was awesome. So yeah, that was my TBC adventure. I spent the last 16 months playing this game ridiculously, and I had a great time. And I'm gonna do the exact same for Wrath. This is part 2 of my classic adventure. Part 3 will be Wrath, and then I don't think I'll be playing after that. The whole story of Wrath the Lich King and Arthas goes back to my childhood playing Warcraft 3. I've mentioned this before. Like, this is my childhood. So to play this expansion and to play the story is a big deal for me. And I hope, you know, 2 years time, I don't know when Wrath is going to finish, I can look back and do a similar video to this and kind of say, hey, this was sick, and it was definitely worth those thousands of hours I spent. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in Wrath. I stream sometimes, as you saw by some of the shitty clips that played throughout this video. I don't have a streaming schedule, and my PC likes to melt half the time, so I can't even stream. But hey, come say hi. Really appreciate it. Give me your money. Thank you.